as Acumatica consultants, we are always looking for little efficiency hacks, right?
Yeah.
Like we're constantly trying to find ways to save our clients uh, time and money and just make things run smoother.
Right.
And one of those areas that I feel like always comes up is payment notifications,
Mhm.
especially for ACH and EFT payments.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be manually sending those
Oh,
confirmations.
it's the worst.
It's just a
It's
pain.
so time consuming.
It is. It is.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to have Swetha here today.
Yeah. Hi.
She is a senior functional consultant
Yeah.
at Tayana Solutions.
Right.
She has 15 years of experience in the ERP world.
I do. Yeah.
And get this, she's tackled over 50 unique Acumatica scenarios.
I think it's more actually, but yeah,
That's amazing.
it's been a while. Yeah.
So you've definitely seen your fair share of challenges, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, every client, every project is different.
Right.
You never know what you're going to get.
That's true. That's true.
Keeps things interesting.
So tell me, how did you solve this payment notification problem that we're all facing?
Well, luckily Acumatica has some really powerful tools built in
Okay.
that we can really leverage to kind of streamline a lot of these processes.
Okay.
And in this case, I combined email notifications with business event triggers
Oh, cool.
to create a really kind of seamless, hands-off process.
Okay, so let's break that down a little bit.
Yeah.
So how exactly does that work?
Okay, so first you start with a customized email template,
Okay.
right? And that pulls in all the really important payment details.
Mm,
Invoice numbers, amounts, payment dates, that kind of thing. All the essentials.
yeah.
But you can take it even a step further
Right.
and include attachments to like remittance advice forms or adjustment details if there's any of those.
How interesting.
So the vendor really gets everything they need in a single email.
So it's not just a notification, it's like a whole packet of information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really cool. That's got to cut down on so much back and forth, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It really simplifies the communication.
Mm-hmm.
But the real magic, I think, happens with that business event trigger.
Okay, tell me about that.
So we set it up to trigger when two conditions are met.
Mm-hmm.
The payment method has to be set as ACH or EFT,
Okay,
and the payment status has to be marked as closed.
got it.
So once those two things happen, then the system automatically sends out that customized email.
So you've basically automated the whole notification process.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it eliminates those manual steps and it, really reduces the risk of errors
Mm-hmm.
and honestly just saves everybody a ton of time.
It's just a win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really slick.
But for those of us out there, who might not be as technically inclined, could you give us just a little more insight into like how these templates and triggers are actually built?
Yeah.
Like what kind of expertise do you need to pull this off?
Well, so building the email templates is pretty straightforward, actually.
Right.
Acumatica has a really user-friendly interface for customizing notifications.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to be like a coding whiz or anything like that.
Okay.
But the business event triggers, those do require a bit more, a little familiarity with Acumatica's framework
Okay.
and, potentially some basic coding knowledge, depending on, how complex you want to get.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
So, some consultants might be able to handle this themselves,
definitely.
and then others might want to partner with, a firm like Tayana Solutions.
Yeah, totally.
That has that kind of specialized expertise.
Exactly.
And speaking of Tayana Solutions, I understand that you guys are the largest Acumatica services partner out there.
We are, yeah.
So tell me, what other kinds of challenges do you help consultants and their clients overcome?
Well, we do a lot, really. I mean, our team, we've got experts in all sorts of areas, and we can help with anything, really, from like, speeding up processes, resolving support cases, to like full-blown Acumatica implementations.
Wow.
Yeah, we're really passionate about finding those like elegant solutions that make a real difference for our clients. So
That's great. So for our listeners out there,
yeah,
if you're dealing with these same issues, or maybe you're just, looking to take your Acumatica implementation to the next level,
yeah,
reaching out to Tayana Solutions sounds like a great idea.
absolutely.
Their number is 678-910-2774.
Give us a call.
Yeah, give them a call. And this has been an incredibly insightful deep dive.
Thanks.
I always love learning about like the different ways that we can automate things within Acumatica.
Yeah, there's so much you can do.
There really is. Yeah, it's amazing. And that leaves me with one final question for our listeners.
Okay.
What other manual processes in your Acumatica implementations could be streamlined using like similar techniques?
Good question.
Just something to think about
Yeah.
as you head back into the trenches.
Back to work.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It was great to chat.
It was fun.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye.